Hey guys, I'm Sophie Rose and I'm going to be doing a Tottenham recap and a Bayern Munich preview. I hope you will enjoy this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to Blues Fans TV. What a weekend we had. The derbies are always, especially the Tottenham derbies, for me are the biggest games of the season. Not just because, I think in terms of competition, okay, yeah, fine, they are one of our main rivals, but, we just have such an animosity between the two clubs. And so whenever we do beat Tottenham, it's always like a win times 10, if that makes sense. I think everybody, including myself, partied very hard. I won't be going out again for a very long time. But yeah, it was really nice. I've met all my friends in the pub later. And we all just had a really good time, really good catch up. So it was super fun. But yeah, I think there was so many positive things to take away from that game. Let's start with the goal, for instance. Giroud comes out with a cracker. I mean, I think as well, even the lead up to that goal, he took a shot, keeper saves, another shot's gone in, hits the woodwork, and then he just bangs it in. And, we really haven't seen goals like that. We haven't seen goals recently where somebody just scored a wonder goal, especially Alonso's goal, which I think Rory always loves. He loves a little late winner from Marcus Alonso. And, Alonso's quite underrated, really. You don't have to love him, but I don't think you can hate somebody like him. Okay, fine, is his all-round play consistent? Probably not. But he does come out with some amazing goals, and I always think he's going on an adventure when he does, because when he has a good game, he always has like the best game. And yeah, I just thought he was amazing. I thought the whole game was brilliant. I thought the fans were insane. You can tell from the minute the goal goes in, when everyone's cheering, it's like a completely different cheer to when we play other games. And I just thought that the whole performance was brilliant, and the fact that Frank's come in and we've won both our Tottenham games this season, especially the one away from home, because the last one I remember was the 4-2. So that was, years ago. That was actually, I think, my first time at White Hart Lane, to be fair. So we won this year, and to play as well as we did in their new stadium, I thought also was amazing. So thumbs up from me, 11 out of 10. And yeah, going into Bayern Munich, I just thought, number one, we had to recap on the game. I was actually with my sister at the weekend, so I watched it in a pub on my own. But nevertheless, I think everyone thought I was a bit of a weirdo when I was like screaming and shouting when the goals went in. They were like, "Who's playing?" I was like, "Well, it's the biggest game of the season, guys." So I was super excited about that. But yeah, I thought fantastic performance. And going into Bayern Munich, I think there's things that we did learn during that game that need to be discussed. And I've come up with sort of 3 points here. And we're going to start from number one. So number one is quite clearly giving Giroud more game time. I've never been a hater of Michy. I like Michy. I think he's a really good striker, actually, compared to what most people think. But the problem with Michy is that the managers that have come in, whether it's been Conte or Sarri or now Frank, they see something that we don't, and that's why he's not getting in the team. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he doesn't fit into the all-round play. Maybe he doesn't trust him to be in the starting lineup, and he thinks he's more of a sub striker. I'm not sure, but. Yeah, I think Giroud does need to get more game time. You could tell when he came on, his work rate, the effort he made was second to none. He was really, really on the ball. And for a player that hasn't actually played that much this season, I thought he was really fantastic. So I do think Giroud needs more game time. That's point one. Point two is the formation. So we changed it round. We played 3-4-2-1, and we've been playing 4-3-3 all season. And I think it really, really worked. And I think it made the players better. I think they all played amazing, and I think that was down to Frank doing something different. And clearly he, outclassed Mourinho. And I'll never say anything bad about Mourinho. He did give us trophies, but he is on, the opposite. He's not even on the opposite side. He's gone so far to a dark side. This is worse than managing Man United. This is one of our main rivals. So, we're not friends. But I think Frank, knowing how he thinks, obviously he played underneath him for years, so he knows, I think, what Mourinho's game is, and I think he knew to change things up and to make it a bit different so that we wouldn't get ourselves into a situation, because we haven't actually been playing that well recently. And this Spurs game I was actually very, very worried about. I'm not saying Tottenham are having the best season of their life, but I was worried because of our performances, against teams like Newcastle, that it wasn't going to be good. So we have dropped a lot of meaningless points, and I really would have hated to drop the points yesterday. But yeah, I think Frank got it spot on. Really happy with him there. And then last but not least, this is just something that I'll let you, just tell me what you fans think. So for me, I think something that's really confusing us is the fact that Tomori isn't starting. And okay, fine, the back three did well at the weekend. We nearly kept a clean sheet until the own goal at the end. But I think Tomori is probably one of our strongest defenders. And that's no criticism to the guys on the pitch. It's just that I do think he should be given more game time. And Frank's one of those players, one of those managers that says, and former players, that says he plays players based on merit. And the last time Tomori played, he scored a goal and got man of the match, I'm pretty sure. So what else has he got to do to get in the team? You know, it really, I think he's missing something there. And that's the only criticism I have of Frank this season. I think sometimes he's got the team selection a little wrong. Obviously he didn't against Spurs, but I think Tomori offers something completely different to a team. And for a centre-back that's not really playing many games to come on and score a goal and then not be put back into the team for the next game, I think if I was him, I'd be a little bit disheartened by that and my confidence would be a bit knocked. So I don't think Frank thinks of things as in he doesn't like that player. I think he thinks of something as a team, like as a whole. But I think when you've got a player of that quality, you know, he should be starting. I think he was good at Derby. I think he's come in, and when he has played for Chelsea, he's always had a solid game. I think him and Reece James are probably my favourite defenders at the moment. And I would love to see him feature more. So going forward, I think those would be things that I would like to see. I'm hoping for Bayern Munich, he doesn't play it too safe. Yes, we need to keep a clean sheet. Yes, we need to make sure we don't concede any away goals, and we need to make sure we get the 3 points there. But I do think we also need to not play it so safe. So I would love to see the same formation. I think it was much more forward thinking. I think maybe Frank will go with 4 at the back, just because he will be worried about conceding goals. But I think if you look at that performance, probably one of our best performances of the season. And you have to look at everything as a whole and how it worked. And we were fantastic. So if I was Frank, I'd keep more or less that sort of formation. Let me know what you guys think. Lauren's going to do a preview later. He is going to predict the team and who he thinks will be in the team. He might even disagree with me. You never know. So look out for that one. And yeah, huge game, and the Champions League is back. And the Champions League for me is one of those competitions. I mean, I was in Amsterdam for the final, I was in Munich for the final. I've travelled all over the world. And even some of the games, like the Maribor game in Slovenia, they're not big games to some people, but to me they are, and they're my best memories. So this is a fantastic competition. I think it's the ultimate trophy for players to win, alongside the Premier League, and I think Frank will be taking it very seriously. And I think we've got a strong chance of winning a trophy this season, regardless of how poorly we've played. Because when we pull out performances like that against Tottenham, it makes you think, okay, fine, separate leagues, but it makes you think that anything actually is possible. No matter how bad your form's been. So comment below, let me know your thoughts. I'm super excited for the game. I'm going to go for a prediction on this one. I'm going to go for a Chelsea 2-1 win. I know that's a bit wishful thinking, because Bayern Munich, we've seen what they did to Tottenham and they are such a phenomenal team, but I want to be positive about this, and I'm going to try and go from Saturday's game, and I think we're going to do really well. So comment below, let me know your score predictions, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Just letting you guys know, we are so close to 100,000 subscribers, so please, if you like these videos, click the subscribe button. We've been working really hard this season to make sure we're bringing you all the best content. We're going to be doing some podcasts soon, and you've taken on board what you've said, and we hope that you like the new content that's coming, the new videos. So please click the subscribe button, and if you like this video, give it a little thumbs up. That really helps us out.